Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Riopel, and today we're going to be talking about the Brazilian butt lift using fat and stem cells. So the Brazilian butt lift has been around for a number of years now, and what it is a way to recreate an optimal appearing buttocks. The process has involved transplanting of fat to the buttocks as a technique of liposuction. Now, the problem with the Brazilian butt lift in the past was that often the fat didn't survive. One had to be extremely careful not to put any pressure on the fat for 6 weeks, meaning no sitting on the buttocks. And as you can imagine, that's a very difficult process. We now have a better process that actually allows the fat to take at a much better rate and doesn't require the non-sitting precautions of the older procedure. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about that today. The Brazilian butt lift using stem cells is done by doing liposuction circumferentially. So we typically will take fat from the abdomen, the sides, and we'll contour the buttocks into the back area, which creates the first steps in recreating a buttocks lift and recreating the nice outline of the buttocks. Now, when we take the fat from the body, we're going to want to take some fat that allows us to get stem cells. Stem cells seem to enhance the take rate of the fat and allow one to be much less cautious with the fat once the fat has been transplanted in terms of sitting and day-to-day activities and so on. So this is how that process is performed. We do a procedure called tumescent liposuction, in which we put a very dilute solution of lidocaine or numbing fluid throughout the entire abdomen, sides, hips, and upper buttocks area into the back. We then remove fat specifically for transplanting, and this is all done under very sterile conditions. And we take some fat and solution into a special container using a Tickle Lipo equipment. Now, what Tickle Lipo is it's a very rapidly vibrating cannula, and once the cannula is placed into the fat, it vibrates so rapidly that it knocks the fat out of suspension. This fat is actually suspended in a matrix, so you can sort of think of it as a barbed wire fence with the fat hanging onto the barbed wire. When we shake the fat using the Tickle Lipo system, it sort of shakes the fat cells off that barbed wire matrix. And now they're circulating where they're much looser and they can be suctioned up very easily. We suction the fat and the fluid into the special sterile container, and then that fat and solution is taken and the stem cells are derived from that solution. Once we've taken the stem cells, we then mix the stem cells back in with the fat that we've taken from the rest of the suctioning, and we create a solution which is ready to go back into the body. We also typically add what's called PRP, or platelet-rich plasma. For platelet-rich plasma, we draw blood from the arm, just like we do a normal blood draw, and we take that blood and we then purify out the platelets and the growth factor with a special kit. That's also mixed in with this solution. We then take the solution and we inject it into the buttocks in specific areas, and we'll inject enough to create more volume in the buttocks, particularly one part of the buttocks, which tends to cause a lift in the buttocks. Now, that in combination with the liposuction that we've done creates a very nice youthful look and a very lifted and enhanced buttocks, and the results are quite dramatic. So we encourage you to take a look at our website if you'd like to see some pre and post pictures, and to certainly give us a call if you'd like information about this process. Our phone number is 925-275-9333 in San Ramon, California. And thank you very much for listening to our presentation today.